This is your WW3 news. I'm broadcaster from a laundrette. Yes, I'm doing a bit of laundrette today. Despite that, in the news, Toscana, probably may you know, I live in the province of Pisa, Toscana. This news comes from Toscana, precisely from Florence or Firenze, as they say here in Italy. Tribunale Minore, the juvenile court of Firenze. That's the district of the juvenile courts here in Italy for every region. Well, I'm not going to talk about juridically the competence of how they operate, juridic speaking. Well, it looks like one of these judges from the juvenile courts has been indicted for corruption, for so-called allegations over cases of kids sent to a certain foster home, master somewhere, which I don't want to mention the names of the people who are indicted. The fact is, all these kids, which this probably judge dealt with the cases and the social workers and social services in the province in mass, probably passed through their competence as judge, and strange enough they're all sent down to this foster home, which seems like this judge has certain probably economic interests or some friendships with these what you would call it, people who run this foster home, social services, and even there is a local politician in the middle as well, which probably the name is appeared up on the magistrate's register as to be indicted for something, precisely, probably for allegations of corruption. It goes to show how social services, magistrates and tutors, which are solicitors, they're on a shit show. They're all corrupt because they don't think it's worth around about £3 billion a year, which us Italian taxpayers dish out. Is it really necessary to put kids in foster homes while there are other kids in danger and they turn a blind eye to social services? Looks like this is the so-called situation. My advice is, less you have a deal with these social services in Italy, better for your life and even for the safety of family, because they will destroy it as soon as they suddenly put themselves in the middle. And there was a story of, I think it was a Swedish family who was living in southern Italy. After 2 years they decided to leave Italy because it's unbelievable. One of their kids, they said, who's 8, their English teacher knows less than their kid knows, because obviously, probably in family they speak English. You imagine a teacher knowing less than their pupils. Absolutely ridiculous, disgraceful. And another thing is when it comes to the school dinners, notoriously Italian school dinners are horrible. Unbelievable. This 8-year-old kid knows how to cook. More better than the cooks for the school dinners. It goes to show, depending on the state for schooling and certain things, you will just become more sheep for them to move around in the herd.